Baby gates for your basement stairs. All right, you're struggling on whether or not you need one, and I'm gonna go over the different scenarios. I've done hundreds of baby gates on the top of the basement stairs. I've done thousands of gates in total. I'm George. I started a gate company a few years ago, and we specialize in baby gates. Let's figure out whether or not you need a gate for the top of your basement stairs. Now, you already have a door there, and if it's an unfinished basement or just a laundry room, you could get away with a Baldwin lock. I don't like the other type of those baby proofing gadgets to go over the doorknob because they give you a full sense of security. And it's one thing to use that for a bathroom door or for a closet door, but when it comes to a set of stairs, you want a foolproof lock. And using a simple lock like this, you know whether or not it's hooked. You know whether or not it's engaged just by walking by, and you can see it out of the corner of your eye. So an unfinished basement, get away with a simple lock just like this. But if you have a finished basement, now you have to think about this. If you have one child, fine, you could get away with the lock. But if you have two children at different ages, well, with a finished basement and possibly a playroom downstairs, the older child may be downstairs playing or doing whatever, and the younger child is upstairs with you in the kitchen. Well, you're going to want to keep that basement door open, and you can't do it with the younger one walking around upstairs. So having a gate on the top of the stairs really comes in handy there. That way you can hear what's going on downstairs, have the little one upstairs. Another scenario you have to think about is whether or not there's garage access. Because if there's garage access and the baby sees you going up and down those stairs all the time, well, it's going to want to go towards those stairs, and you can't put a lock on those stairs because it's your garage access. So in a scenario like that, that's another time we always put a gate on just as an extra precaution. If you're still watching, then I assume you need a baby gate for your doorway, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. We put it right on the door frame. It installs on any standard door frame. The gate always sits underneath the doorknob. It screws right into the frame with these number 8 screws here. It's so easy to repair, but that's not the problem. The problem is the floor. That's where the damage is, because people are so worried about, oh, my wall, my wall. It's not your wall, it's the floor. If that gets scuffed up and you have a spot on your hardwood floor, that could take thousands to repair. So just 2 minutes, I'm going to show you how to get around that as I install this gate. So the gate I'm installing today is a retractable gate made by Retract-A-Gate. I'm not going to tell you why I don't use other gates. I'm just going to tell you why I use this one. It doesn't break. It's a strong gate. You're going to see as I test it at the end of the video, I put all my weight against it. It's a strong mesh retractable gate. And when it's out of the way, it's completely out of the way. So when you're going up and down the stairs, when you're back and forth, when you're bringing in groceries, you don't have to fool with it all the time, like you would if you put a metal gate there. Wait a minute, I want to put on a pressure gate, you're thinking. No, worst option ever. They don't belong on stairs, never ever. They're pressure gates. They go in an area that's just off to the side that's only going to be temporary. Pressure gates are never made for the stairs. They give you a full sense of security. They have that bar on the bottom that just you trip over every time you walk past. They say they go on with no damage. They cause damage. They do damage to the wall because you have to put them on so tight so they don't move. They end up marking the wall, and then they sit on the floor. And when they sit on the floor, it's awful. It scratches the floor. It leaves a mark. So you think you're doing no damage. They do more damage than any other gate. Now, this retractable gate goes on relatively easy. It attaches in 4 spots, and you don't even have to measure. You see the 2 spots that it attaches here and here. You just mark them out on this side, and then you flip the gate over to the other side, and you mark them out on the other side. So now we have our marks on both sides, and we're going to install these mounting brackets. This is what they look like right here. They come with 4 of them, of course, and they're all exactly the same. They install nice and easy. You can see there's 2 screw holes right there. And let me demo right here on this piece of wood. So you have the option of installing them in a laying down position like this here, but we're not doing it like that. We're going to do it in the upright position, just like this, right? You can see it there. And then the screws that it comes with, these 2-inch screws, right through these holes here. And that's exactly how it's going to mount on the door frame. If by chance your door frame is out of square, or you have moldings or uneven surfaces, then you're going to have to invest in a pack of these spacers, and that allows for uneven walls, but that's another video. We're not using them today. So nice and easy, right against the door frame. And I like to do one screw at a time. So just install with one screw, because if you do have to move it for whatever reason, you don't want to keep putting these in and out and putting excessive holes into your woodwork. So just do one screw in each bracket. Install your first 2 brackets on the hinge side, because that's the side the gate's going to go on. It just takes up less space that way. Now, before you clip that gate on, one thing you have to do, right, is put that piece of felt underneath, right? We don't want to scratch the floors. The gate will be sitting here for years. So it's going to damage the floor unless you put that dollar store item on. One little piece of felt, you'll be happy it did. Okay, now let's attach the gate. We're going to do it on the hinge side, of course, and you're going to see it attaches very straightforward. There's no guesswork here. Once you get this gate attached, grab it from the handle right in the center here and pull it across. And you're going to see the 2 spots where this gate attaches are right where you have those marks that we did initially, and put the remaining 2 brackets right there. Just put one screw in, just in case you do got to move them. And once you have them in, pull the gate across, make sure it does line up with those 2 brackets you put in, and this gate is pretty much installed. Go back, put in the 4 remaining screws, and we're going to get to my favorite part right now, which is testing the gate. Okay, to operate the gate, you grab it from the center here, and you'll be doing it with 2 fingers because it's perfectly balanced. So pull it straight across and then lock the top. Now, you're going to see me pulling my full weight on this, and I'm going to give a full demo to my customer who's going to be walking into the frame in just a second. But look at me pulling it. Look at me pushing on this gate. I'm putting my full weight behind it, and the gate could take it. So if you installed your gate properly, and I'm sure you did, it could take it. So push on that gate before your baby does. And if you found any value in this, hit a like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, subscribe. I got more videos coming out from my baby proofing business, and I'm happy to share them with you. Okay, here's my customer. Okay, so instinctively people tend to grab it from the top here, but that's not the handle. This is the handle right here.
Okay.
We'll be doing it with 2 fingers. It's perfectly balanced, comes right across.
Right.
And then you push and turn it. When you do that, that locks it. Then in turn, they can't pull it off. They can't push through it.
Very good.
It's on there good. And that's it. Okay, go install your gate, and you come back to me when you put a gate at the bottom of your stairs. I got a video for you there too. See ya.